go by, then he will rejoin the longest line. It'll be a single file restart when we go back to green.
And Tony Stewart is being shown in the 7th position. That's amazing.
It's been a roller coaster day for that guy, huh?
I'm telling you.
Came in here with very high hopes. Really wants to win the Daytona 500. Won here last July, a race that ended at about 1:30 in the morning. Then climbed the fence, celebrated with the fans, went on to win the Brickyard 400, take his 2nd series championship. Today it has been an adventure for Tony, but he's certainly in it. Dale Earnhardt Jr., past winner of the Daytona 500. You heard the guys on pit road talk about how Jr. admitted making a mistake, a rare mistake in a restrictor plate race.
You know, when these cars put fuel in them the last time, they might have been figuring on a 200-lap race. Well, this thing is going to be about 202, 203. I wonder if those extra laps might mean something as far as fuel is concerned.
You know, some teams thought about it, and some probably did not, Benny. Excellent point.
But I think they're going to try to, I would think that NASCAR would try to get this thing. We've got 5 laps to go in the race. They would try to get this thing off as close as possible to the real finish, so they don't run into that problem.
Well, we've already completed actually 198.
Oh, okay.
This is coming down for 199.
Yeah.
Okay.
You trusted the computer.
What am I thinking?
Gosh. Matt?
Well, Bill, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has climbed to 5th, and he's, like I mentioned before, all by himself trying to figure out who he can get to work with him. But he was telling his crew chief, Tony Eury Jr., about his race car, which has been tight, but also about the motor under the hood.
I'm doing everything I do. I'm just scared to go up there, lose all these spots. You know, y'all pit stops the fence so damn good all day long. I hate to not get the finish it deserves. It's like that old motor's like an old man. It'll wake up, run for a while, fall back asleep.
That sounds like Weber in the booth.
Oh, thank you.
Don't wake me up.
Matt, that's entertaining to listen to him during an afternoon, isn't it?
It's like Comedy Central, Bill. It's a pleasure to listen. I really think he should syndicate his radio traffic. But meanwhile, the 12 of Newman, he's trying to work with the 42 and the 38. He said, look, if they work with me, when we get to the last lap, it's every man for himself. But Wally and BP, can you wait that long if you're the 42 and 38?
No.
No. No, they got to make it 3-4 wide. That's what they got to do.
Let's get an update from Alan.
All right, Darian Grubb, here's one of your duties as crew chief for the day. You get to talk to the TV reporter in the final laps. What's your driver saying about his chances to hold this pack off?
I think his chances are very good. Chad Knaus and Mr. Hendrick have built an incredible team in this Lowe's 48 team. The Lowe's Monte Carlo has been great all night. I don't think we've fallen out of the top 10 the entire night. Makes my job pretty easy to be able to call a race like this. These guys are incredible, and we're just going to see how it works out.
Are you nervous at all? Well, I mean, all these fans up here are nervous to see how the finish turns out. What about you?
Why would I be nervous? I got the greatest car and the greatest driver.
There's a good answer. Good luck.
Jimmy Johnson drives for Hendrick Motorsports. Hendrick Motorsports and Rick Hendrick have won 5 Daytona 500s, with Jeff Bodine 1 victory. Jeff Gordon has 3. Darrell Waltrip has 1. Darrell Waltrip got his only Daytona 500 victory in 1989. It came 17 years ago today, on February 19th. Don't forget, NBC's coverage of the Winter Olympics continues at 7 o'clock Eastern and Pacific tonight. Big night of all the coverage right here on NBC. Lights on the pace car go out. Will be a green-white checkered finish. NASCAR will make one attempt to finish this race under the green flag. Next time by, the field will get the green flag. They'll make one lap, then get the white flag indicating there's 1 lap remaining in the race. Then they'll come around and get the checkers. If the caution comes out during this period, the race is over. NASCAR will use 18 scoring loops around the track and video replays to determine the final order. If the caution comes out, the field is frozen. You do not race back to the caution flag.
3 extra laps, 7.5 miles.
Somebody gonna run out?
I know, it's about a gallon and a half of fuel extra.
It could be. Especially that, those stops. You're just trying to put as much fuel in as you need for track position. So, let's see. I know there's some guys worried about it.
I would think so.
Well, when you're sitting in this situation right now, I mean, Jimmy Johnson sitting there going, man, I can't screw this restart up. Then you've got guys like Newman And Casey Mears and Elliott Sadler, Earnhardt Jr., they've got to make the best restart that they've ever made because they're out of time. They have got to make it. They've got to pull out and make passes.
Earnhardt Jr. maybe telling Elliott Sadler, I'll push you up there, buddy.
That could be a signal that.
But you'll see a lot of mirror driving right now, especially on that 48 car. He's going to be looking at the back of that car as much as the front. He has to. Because if they get beside him, it's over for him.
This race starts the season. You win it, it makes your season. The Daytona 500. Jimmy Johnson looking for his first win here and beginning pursuit of the championship chase.
The first 4 cars.
Checkered, watch the 48. You know what he did at halfway. So.
Has never won the Daytona 500. Earnhardt in 5th has. But he wants it just as badly as those 4.
Ready. Green flag.
2 laps to go.
It's like Elliott Sadler, the 38 and junior, might have laid back to get a run, but did they lay back too much?
Yeah, we saw that the last time, BP, so they're out of time. Hopefully it'll work for them this time. It looks like they got a little bit better run than the last restart, and they've got a lot more cars lined up behind them than the front 3.
The rookie Clint Boyer in the 07 behind Earnhardt. They're going to catch the front 3. Lap and a half to go.
Oh yeah, they've got a big run, especially Elliott Sadler. If he times this right, he can make a pass.
Everybody's lined up.
But they're lined up. Somebody's got to make a move. It's going to happen.
Off of turn 4. At the line this time, the white flag. 1 lap to go at Daytona.
It's Junior that's making the move. He didn't want to do it, he said, but he's going to the outside.
Got to. It's a Daytona 500.
He's got to try, at least try to win.
Meanwhile, Ryan Newman looked both sides of Johnson, nowhere to go. Stays in line.
This is what Johnson wants to see in his mirror, though. He wants to see those guys behind him, side by side.
Casey Mears runs 3rd.
Junior's losing positions as he tries to get on the outside. Tony Stewart has moved into 5th, 6th.
Here goes Ryan Newman. He's going to try the high side. Which way will Mears go? Oh, hose this 12 car, Ryan Newman.
Keep pedaling it, man. Keep pedaling.
That's a
clear by 4.
That's exactly. Crash behind him. Crash behind him. The caution is out. The race is over. Jimmy Johnson has won the Daytona 500.
You are my hero.
With his car owner watching here at the track and his crew chief watching at home, Jimmy Johnson wins his first Daytona 500 victory.
Sorry, not here, buddy, but you're behind us 100%, bud. To the 48, buddy.
Darian Grubb, his first race as crew chief.
He said, it's my first opportunity to win.
And guess what?
He made the most of it.
Because of the caution coming out and the field being frozen, NASCAR will have to use...
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
NASCAR will use computer scoring and video replays to determine the final finishing order. To Alan Bestwick.
First, a word with the team owner, Rick Hendrick. Rick, congratulations, another Daytona 500 win.
I'm out of breath. I tell you, this race is unbelievable, and it's just a race everybody wants to win. This team's had a tough couple of weeks, and it's unbelievable. We're just going to celebrate this one and wish Chad was here. Great, proud of the guy.
And I believe the crew chief just ran off to greet the car, spinning through the grass.
Chevy congratulates Jimmy Johnson and the 48 Monte Carlo SS on another great Team Chevy victory. 25 of the last 34 NASCAR Manufacturers Championships and counting. Chevy and American Revolution. There was a crash on the last lap. That's why the caution came out.